We are back. Selwyn Collins, your host, and my guest is the beautiful, gifted, and very talented Donna Dove. And yes, I was dancing during the break. You can't hear those kinds of music and not dance. And for those of you who think I cannot dance, and I know exactly who I'm speaking to, yes, I did a good job. Anyway, um, Donna, how are you holding up?
Good, good. I'm enjoying this.
Wonderful. Before I go to the chat room, because I see some questions in there, I want to ask you, what are some of the other things you're involved in? And the reason I'm asking you this, I remember when I was trying to get you to come on the show several weeks ago, and Walter said you're busy. We keep calling this guy's name to anyway.
Walter
Yes,
Green.
that you're busy, you're working on some Pagua, and then he quickly said, it's not the red thing Pagua. You have to talk to Don about it. So now I have you here in the
Mhm.
studio. Tell us a little bit about that and some other stuff that you're working on.
Okay, I am part of the Juve
Hmm.
craziness that happens in Brooklyn every year. I am two other of my friends and myself is part of a group called Pagua. We
Uh-huh.
bring out a Juve band every year. This is our sixth year, and what it really is Juve, and we have taken Pagua. It's a little kind of risque.
Hmm.
The whole concept of Pagua, renewal, springtime, come wearing white, and you get color, a beer thrown on you. Yes, it is about color. So what I do,
Did you say a bear?
a beer,
Uh-huh.
that's the paint that they throw on you.
Okay.
Yeah. So you come wearing white clothes, and I'm the designer, and I create these fabulous uh, fashions. It's fashion masks. It's
Ah.
women dressed up with their makeup and everything, and they get paint thrown on them at the end of the day.
Are men allowed?
Oh yeah, it's Juve, so it's
Okay.
everybody, and
Everybody, right, right.
it's all mass. We bring everything in like jab jab, the devil, bat, and we have a great time. So I'm working on this year, which is our sixth year.
Mm-hmm.
The name of the band this year is going to be called Blue York.
What is it?
Blue York.
Blue York.
Yeah,
Why?
we
Why?
come in blue.
Okay.
Everybody in the band is gonna be wearing blue, and colors of orange and yellow and pink is gonna be thrown
And
on
where
everyone.
does the audience get more information about this?
Okay, Pagua.com,
Uh,
Pagwah.com,
PAGWAH dot com.
WAH.com,
Okay.
and we're based in Brooklyn.
Hmm.
We have a yard right on Veronica Place. It's called Volume Two. We're gonna have our lunch soon. I'd like to give more information on that. You'll find more information on that on Pagwa.com.
Pagua.
So
PAGWAH
yes, dot
dot
com.
com.
Yeah, so it's one of the biggest Juve band. We have fun. We have we have great music. Great costumes. You guys should come out and check us out. Be part of the band.
Okay. So I must be obedient to the chat room. Zoe, Zoe said, asked, how long does it take you to construct one of your garments?
Well, there's a lot of different things happening. Like the garment that I'm wearing is two shirts that was sewn together and the strips placed on. Um, I sew very fast. I do things very fast. It doesn't take long. Now, the other type of clothing takes a little longer because I actually draw on them. So that will take a little while. But
Oh.
it's fast. I'm very fast because I love what I'm doing.
Karen said, I agree with her about the simplicity of life. Life is really about our relationships and communication, so you are right on the money.
Yes.
And Jan asked, what matters to you most as a designer?
That I am putting out good stuff, good clothing that people would wear for years to come,
Hmm.
and clothing that stands out, clothing that makes sense, you
Clothing
know,
that makes sense.
yeah.
You know, before I ask the next question in the chat room, I have a question here about, these Google glasses. There's a whole movement towards wearable technology.
Right.
So, what is the appeal of wearable technology to you?
Wow, that's interesting. I love that.
Oh, really?
I mean, like I could design something with words just what you call it, like a billboard. You just see, like my daughter's poems going
Yes.
across, your chest, or some kind of,
Oh, that'll be nice.
infrared kind of thing.
That would really
Oh
be
my
nice.
goodness, and it's so interactive. You can have conversation. I'm looking forward to that. I like to be part of that too.
Mm.
You know.
And Karen said, "Oh Lotto, Juve up my alley.
Yes, Karen.
Where is this? Tell me, please." And John posted the address. Pagua. No,
.com.
no. It's P.
PhD.
It's PHG.
WAH.
WAH. Let me
Yes, Pagua.
I hope you guys get that. John.
It's Pagua spelled the way we want it to spell.
John misspelled. So let me spell it. It's PAGWAH.com.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I'm on this iPad and it gives me a totally different word. PAG. Wow. WAH.com. Okay. There you go.
We located in Brooklyn. Soon we're gonna launch the band, and every Friday we're gonna have a Friday night party at Volume 2.
Every
Veronica
Friday?
Place.
When it starts?
The end of this month. All the information will be on the website, pagua.com.
All are invited.
All are invited. And please come and tell me, if you're from, the show. That would be nice to know.
Yeah, that would be nice. Audience, just let her know that you've heard about it on CWS. And so, you graduated from Fashion Institute of Technology, where you studied fashion design with a specialty in sportswear. How does the sportswear element fit into your design work?
Well, sportswear, in a sense of swimsuits,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm thinking of doing because I'd love to move back to the Caribbean. So definitely a swimwear line, tennis wear.
Really?
I did that also. Active sportswear is very, very hot right now. Everybody's wearing, active sportswear stuff. You go into the park and you jog and you see women in just funky tights and little nice little fitted tops. So
I want to ask you. A question about the creative process. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's quiet. Well, except for the incessant or consistent beat or rhythm of the dub in the background, right? After a while, it no longer registers in your consciousness. It's just there in the background.
Exactly.
So it's for you. It's quiet, right? And you have been tasked to come up with something, anything. It could be shirt, dress, one of your home goods like shower
Pillows,
curtain,
shower.
pillowcases, whatever, right? And you're sitting there. What will you be drawn to naturally if you have the time and you're not restricted, you're not constrained by the type of product? What will you go for first?
Oh, that's a serious question. What would I go for first? I like to take things that I've made and turn it upside it down. I like to, my own model, so I would like to, something I would have probably made during the day.
Yes.
And in the night it looks different. And it's like, let me play with this. And that's where the madness starts. Because that same outfit that looked like a simple dress, I would flip it upside it down. And this whole new creation would appear. It's almost like if, it's playing with me, So these things would just come at 2, 3 in the morning.
That.
It would
Like
just come and it's like, wow. And then if I put, my artwork on it, I can't wait to get up in the morning to see what was transpired because it was like, it's like you in this kind of...
So you're in a state, I mean, let's go there. Let's go. Let's be adventurous tonight on the show. You're in a state or in a space where you're not interrupting the flow. You're not interrogating the
It's just
creativity.
flowing.
You're
It's
just
just
flowing.
flowing. Right.
And then when you wake up in the morning,
Oh my goodness.
you're amazed.
It's like I'm amazed. I'm excited to get up to see what transpired because it's different.
You know, in the creative arena,
Hmm.
we hear words like, and we use words like different, madness, crazy, um, ridiculous. And I have to say, to me, all those words are pretense words, you know,
Hmm.
because creative people, tend to like, I'm not sure. You might call it mad, or you might call it crazy, and so on. But what is it like when I don't know if you're the right person to ask this question based on your work, but I'm going to ask it. What is it like when you are free, when you feel free, and you create something, and you don't have an adjective to describe it, but you are intrigued by it, you're enthralled by it. What does that feel like to you?
I get excited.
Hmm.
I like if I get this idea and I'm about to put it together. I would even probably, you know, trip because I'm trying to get to whatever material or whatever situation that would transform this or transpire this idea.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like a kid,
Mm.
and I can't wait to see what it looks like. If a model, and I have a lot of models that come by, if a model happened to come by, I had this one young lady that's lived with me for a while from South Sudan. She's a model, and she would be always like, "Oh my God," because I'm constantly calling her, "Try this on," because I have to see it on because it came here, and now I want to see it on a mannequin, on a model. So it's unexplainable, but it's beautiful. It's a glimpse into something that is really, really nice.
I don't want this moment to pass. You
Mm-hmm.
mentioned a key word to me in the
Mm-hmm.
creative process because I'm like that when I'm creating. Child. I'm like a child.
Oh yes.
Let's spend some time on that,
Yeah.
right? Um, I like when my inner child is free,
Oh
just most of the time.
yeah.
I don't restrict it,
No.
or I should say him. I don't. I don't put constraints. I don't filter.
Mm-hmm.
I just
Let it flow.
let it flow, let it be. For the young designers out there and artists who might be struggling with that aspect of themselves,
Mm-hmm.
people calling them, oh, you're childish, or you're this, you're that.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them or tell us how important is allowing your child or your inner child to be free in the creative process.
Well, first of all, I care about me,
Hmm.
how I look, what I put on. I used to wear all these crazy colors. Lived in the North Bronx, the last stop on the number 5 train. Have to travel all the way down to FIT. Was laughed at, but I knew I had style,
Mm.
and I liked what I was wearing until I got to the school and everybody looked like me. So you got to have a sense of your own style, and don't give a damn about anybody what they say
Hmm.
because that again is your creativity building itself. I love to laugh. Children love to laugh. I love to talk to people. So if you're not that type of person, that's cool. But for me, that works because I could do and become anything I want because I'm not afraid. You know, I I love children. I love to skip. I still skip.
Wow. Wow.
I still do a lot of things that just makes you feel young. And if you wanna capture this creative vibration that we have going on, you have to, you know, don't be stoic and don't be static with what you have. Go with the flow, relax. It's art and it's free flowing. Don't put any constraints to it. I wasn't given that when I was growing up. My parents just allowed me to do where the art was concerned,
Mm-hmm.
They just knew I loved to draw. So I would be outdoors, playing with ants and drawing trees, So if you have a child and they have that type of, artistic element, just allow them to be, don't put any restrictions on it because, a lot of things could come out of them. They have to be comfortable with what they're doing.
I
Just let
like
them
that.
be. Yeah.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. A break. Let's take a break. I, this conversation is wonderful. That Walter is right.